Hello, it's Zombie Man here, and we have a great unboxing today. I received this package today. It's something very special because I know what it is. This is something that I was funding in Kickstarter. I remember that this project got something like 10 or 20 times the asking price of the project. So what do we have here? Let's see. Yes, look at this. Call of Cthulhu, fantasy role-playing in the worlds of H.P. Lovecraft by Sandy Peterson. This is actually a look-alike box of the first rules for Call of Cthulhu. This is Eldritch Horrors, H.P. Lovecraft by Chaosium. This is a complete fantasy role-playing game ready for use. Fantastic. Let's open this up very carefully. So this is the box. Let's open it up. Call of Cthulhu. Yes. What's in this box? An explanation of the parts. The original box set Call of Cthulhu role-playing game contained 3 booklets, 1 world map, a set of identical character sheets, cardstock, character silhouettes for using in the game, and 6 dice. Yes. This is important part. This, how do you pronounce Cthulhu? We say it Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Lovecraft said it Cthulhu or Cthulhu. Cthulhu tells how to investigate or interact with the horror of the... Anyway, this I know these things. This is just introduction, and this is like the retro style of character sheet of investigator in the game when it first was published. Call of Cthulhu Classic Edition. This was first edition was 1981 and reprinted 81, 82, 83, revised and reprinted 83, reprinted 2021. It took some time to get this, but it's finally here. I think it was like I think it this is the same graphics as in this rule book, which had all of these same pictures. This is something I don't remember. Game system and skills. Let's see. I remember there was also the novel Call of Cthulhu in one of the books. The Cthulhu Mythos. I don't remember this picture. Most of these are like, I know these images. I don't remember is these rules, are they the original rules or are they like updated rules? But I have to study these books. What else do we have here? A source book for the 1920s. There's maps. Skara Prae. Biographies. Naval skills. Yeah. Shadows of Yog-Sothoth. I like this paper. This paper feels like it's good paper, but it feels like it's like old retro paper. I used to play this game a lot. I was usually a game master. I was the one who was, leading the game, and the players would just react to the world, and I was just telling what happens in the world. That's the mainly the function of game master. And I also play all the monsters and all the non-playing characters. A global campaign to save mankind. Yeah. The Asylum and Other Tales. Asylum and Other Tales. What is this? Is this like novels or little campaigns, little the Asylum, a typical sanitarium which has an excellent record with difficult cases and an impeccable reputation for patient care. Oh, fuck it. The Mauritanian. Look at these images. There was also a map of Maine. Usually everything happens in the cities that are not real, like Arkham and Kingsport and Innsmouth. But in here you can actually have a investigation in Bangor or Portland or some other place. And there's a dice. Dice is here. If you are new to role-playing games, you probably don't know this, but these are different dices. Like they have a little bit something like something glowing, probably cold, a little cold inside or something. I don't know. Usually you would throw like wait a minute, is this? Yes, these two are 10-sided dice, both of them, and you have tens and ones here. So if you throw it like both together, you have 41. So if there's something like, if you are asking to check for like history ability, you have to score less than the amount listed in here. So 41 would not be a successful check on the history skill. But some other skills like let's see what is the, these are base values. You usually have better skills, better numbers in skills, because when you create this investigator, you get a certain amount of skill points, and you can just put the skill points into the skills that you have, but based on occupation or background. Like first aid, you would have to score under 30. So when you get better in the skill, you get more points to the skill, so it's easier to throw under 30. Or if you have 10 plus in that, it's 40. So under, let's say under 30. No. Yes. I would have 26. I would be successful in that throw. These are like this 4-sided die. 4-sided die, and you wonder how do you read the number in the dice. How do you say die? You just throw it, and the number that is like upwards, it's the number that it's the amount of the die. So it's 1. Or you throw another one, it's 1 again. It's 2 this time, 2. This is 6-sided die. It's very, this is the like very common die. So that's 2. This 8, no 12 of course. This is very, very uncommon. I don't remember, is this like never used. I don't think there's any like damage throw or anything like that you would use this. But that's anyway, it's in this 8-sided die. This is very, very common in the games. You throw damage with this, and it's like 2 or 2 again. So we have 3 of these 6-sided, 2 of 10-sided, 1 4-sided, 1 8-sided, and 1 12-sided, and the 20. This 20, I don't think in the old rules you never used this. This is something that you use in D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and it's very common in there. It's like 6 now. Okay, anyway, that's interesting about dice. Let's see. Cthulhu Companion Ghastly Adventures Erudite Lore. Erudite lore. What does that mean? I don't know that word. Erudite. Not erotic. Erudite. erupted. Content. Yeah, I remember this picture. Introduction. This introduction was the same in my first rule book of Call of Cthulhu. Very much the same picture. I think the same text to the Cthulhu mythos in Mesoamerican religion. This is something that I don't remember. Further notes on the Necronomicon. Necronomicon is the legendary book which was invented by H.P. Lovecraft, but it was like he invented it in that way that it was very like believable that he had all the history of the book and all the physical things that what the book looked like and who was translating what version of the book in which time and and it was very believable in some way, so you would even want to believe that there is somewhere in the world there is Necronomicon someplace, and I still believe there might be. We have to find it. The rescue. I remember this picture. Yeah, it's a werewolf. The fall. Poetry, let's see. Yes. What else do we have? This is a gift that keeps on giving. I think I invested like 100 euros or 120 euros in this package. So I think I got lots of things with that money. This is a Trail of Chautauqua, another stretch goal. I think I remember this. They promised to give this as an extra thing, and here it is. This is some very classical adventure, or what do you call this? Adventure. I never played this, but I have heard about this, and I think this is out of print until now. This now like reprinted, and I like the pictures in here. Good illustrations. Yeah. Great illustrations. There's Finland is here. Greenland. Yeah, what are these? These are something Sasquatch, something Bigfoot, something. I hope I don't ruin this, because usually players don't. It's not meant to be that players even see this book, because it will ruin the experience. So if you want to play this, don't look at it. don't watch this video. I just skimmed these through, but there might be something like maps or something that stay in your mind and you don't want to know anything. It's always better to just experience the adventure as it is given to you. For 40th anniversary edition, yes, this is good reminder that it's 40 years since the creation of this great role-playing series. It was 81. Yeah, 81. Yeah, that's correct. 1981. Ritual Curses. What was this book anyway? Fragments of Fear. Fragments of Fear. The second Cthulhu companion. I think these are spells or yeah, this is interesting. I always like this town that's not actually real, but it's in the stories of H.P. Lovecraft, and this game, it's Innsmouth, and to Devil's Reef. There was things happening in the Devil's Reef that nobody wants to know. So this is the Mythos comparative sizes. You have here human being, and this is Dark Young of Subnikurat, being from Chichklot. Shokot is that size. Clarky, Old One, Moon Beast. Moon Beast is pretty close to human size. It was these names, they are always like H.P. Lovecraft would invent names that are totally unpronounceable names. Unpronounceable horrors. There's some how much they weight size on the ubiquity of Cthulhu Hebrew. There's a history of Cthulhu. This is all real, by the way. Cthulhu is real. So remember that. Cthulhu Grimoire. These are the books of Cthulhu. Cthulhu Mythos, as they say. Dead spells. These are spells also, and lions and tigers and bears, etc. These are animals, nemesis. This is a poem by H.P. Lovecraft. I will not read that poem. I would butcher it, but it's great poems. I've read some poems by H.P. Lovecraft, and they are all great. The Underground Menace. That's Super Subnikurat. The Thing in the Woods approaches. Valley of the Four Shrines encounters. Fragments of Fear. And what is this? This is map of some sort. This big map. And it's good paper, something good. Very, I think it's waterproof paper. This classic place where usually many adventures would take place in this Arkham. Yeah, this great map, and this world map, Call of Cthulhu world map, Pacific Ocean. There's Helsinki there. Yes. There's City of the Great Ones in Australia. It's good to know if you want to visit, So there's a size comparison. All silhouettes are to scale. So I was talking earlier about this size comparison. This like classic thing. You have to have some idea what are the sizes of the monsters that you are gonna, or old gods. So this is Mighty Cthulhu. This is the guy or god, this god, which has the which is in the name of the game, and that's the size of the man compared to size of Cthulhu. Shokot. Father Takon. That's also some kind of deep one god. Deep one, that's a king in yellow. Hastur the unspeakable. Nyarlathotep. Monster form. Yes. Ithaqua, the Windwalker. Hound of Tindalos. Yeah, this is great. Great. Extra thing. What else do we have? There's like million things in this box. This is Call of Cthulhu Keeper's Screen. Keepers don't scream, but they have a screen. That's a good joke. There's a basic information about melee weapons, what the damages are, and base chance and damage bonuses like strength and size. They give you damage bonus if you are big and strong. Ranged weapons, monster table, sanity result. There's like, this is the only role-playing game that has sanity loss. If you see something terrible, a murder or violence or something, anything, dead body, you can have a sanity loss. And if you lose your sanity, that's the same as almost same as dying. You cannot do nothing after that. You must be committed to sane asylum, Arkham Asylum. This 40th anniversary, 81, 2021. It's great. Character figures. These are just to cut these out, and you can use them as tokens in the game. Usually some players or some keepers like to buy miniatures and use them in the maps. And the Hermetic Order of the Silver Twilight handout. These are handouts. This is very typical in the adventures that the players get these letters or whatever. They can be photos or even like statues or anything, and they are like handouts, and they read this information from these letters or anything, and they can get some information or clues about how things are. There's a lot of these letters. There's a lot. This Sandy Peterson and people behind this box have seen a lot of have made a lot of work for this box, extra work, because it's not only that you reprint the old rule book, the first rule book. You have to scan the original rule book and make the corrections and perhaps do some little adjustments to the rules or something like that. And it's a big work with this. So this was, and this is, the big box of Call of Cthulhu Call of Cthulhu. Fantasy role-playing in the worlds of its beloved. So that's it, and thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe and like my video. Bye bye.